Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. Currently, this video. These are just my wild guesses, but here are a few possible futures for XRP. I'd also like to discuss potential outcomes in the event that Ripple is unsuccessful in its court case against the SEC. Let's check it out. Chris and I could have chosen to reach our own agreements. If we did that, the issue would be resolved and we could go on. Chris and I are that certain that we are correct. We intend to battle hard to prove our point. Now, Brad Garlinghouse has made many public declarations about how certain he is that they will defeat the SEC. But I can't shake the feeling that I should turn back. And I guess it's because I'm aware of the bigger picture. I have a proposal that might benefit not only this administration, but also Prometheum, Ripple, the World Economic Forum, and Gary Gensler, who I'm quite sure has met with Klaus Schwab on multiple occasions. This, of course, is merely my personal view. What I actually care about is hearing your thoughts. Let's pretend for a moment that we were always meant to be free of XRP. Not retail, but rather wholesale is XRP. It makes me glad that I can even buy some now to secure my financial future. Kevin Cage said that in 2021. What if, God forbid, Ripple lost the case? That's been the subject of conjecture for a long time. Consider the possibility that they now want to remove XRP from our possession because we were never meant to have it. Why would they try to do that? Where should they go from here? To begin, there is the duration of this lawsuit, which has been ongoing since 2020. Furthermore, many people either stopped engaging with the cryptocurrency space altogether or sold out their XRP holdings when this story first broke. But what's the biggest story now if they want to shake you up? The SEC complaint is completely baseless. Many times on this channel I have challenged myself, convinced that the outcome was predetermined in order to provide XRP with the necessary clarity to move on. And to this day, I maintain that view. This is a necessary procedure, and that is where much of my attention has been directed. Most people believe that most people are investing on the premise alone that XRP is going to $10 once Ripple wins against the SEC. On the other side, if they truly want you out of crypto, you might believe that the narrative is that XRP is going to $10 once Ripple wins against the SEC. This results in an unexpected loss for Ripple. Most people would unload their XRP holdings as fast as they could to prevent further losses. The question is, then what? Many estimated that it would fall below 20 cents or even lower. I don't want to sound like Michael Saylor, but if that happened, I'd tell you to rummage through your couch cushions for as much spare change as you can muster so you can purchase more XRP. Why would I say that if they were defeated by the SEC? Again, that's a different procedure. Eliminate the stores. Then, if XRP is eventually approved, its price could suddenly skyrocket, leaving sellers to rue their decision. And if you consider the narrative and the movements that we've seen around it in the past, well, all through this bear market, even the fall of that had a lot of conjecture around FTX had a fall at that time. This will allow for swifter regulation. Now there's a lawsuit involving Coinbase and Binance, and I'm still convinced that BlackRock has a hand in it. Given that, nobody is correct right now, it all comes down to how you think things can play out. No one, because everyone does it and I enjoy thinking about things, even if my ideas aren't the most popular. The general consensus at the moment is that Ripple will succeed. And that story is what really gets me thinking. As Ripple shifts its focus to institutional investors, it may soon be necessary to have a certain level of financial sophistication to purchase XRP. In the future, those that retain XRP will be rewarded for supplying the necessary liquidity in the first place. The idea is intriguing. Thanks for sharing your thoughts on this idea. Plus, everyone has an opinion. Once again, Ripple will switch its focus to institutional investors, making it such that only accredited investors will be able to purchase XRP in the future. Alright, let's rewind to the year 2022. The requirements for accredited investors were shifting when Gary Gensler entered the picture. You may get started with as little as $1 million in assets. Back then, he was seeking a multiple of that amount, up to $10 million. Now, I believe XRP is the best cryptocurrency ever developed for international payments and money transfers, which poses a serious threat to the status quo of the banking industry as a whole. It will take some time, but eventually this cryptocurrency will be worth as much as Bitcoin. A loss for Ripple would again provide the time necessary to catch up, as they would presumably engage in an appeals process, which might drag on for a few more months. Nonetheless, I maintain that I find the United States to be where all the groundwork is established. Since I believe Fed is now ready to go live with RippleNet rather than Metal or any of the other possibilities out there, I will do a separate video on that topic. Accredited investor criteria during the previous year would wipe out 99.9% of ordinary investors in cryptocurrencies. Is this the goal of the SEC? And that is how they would extract the vast majority of people right now. I highly doubt they would attempt to seize your XRP. It's currently in your possession. Just wait for them to buy it all up when you sell it. Because, realistically, everyone is going to sell at a different price. I never considered a buyback to be an option. But what would occur? What are the repercussions of selling without the option to reinvest? Likewise, hardly one ever stops to consider that. One of their underlying assumptions is that they may make a profit by selling low and buying again at a higher price. What if they block the entrances, you ask? And that is also a distinct possibility. The SEC's objective for the cryptocurrency market is to deplete liquidity by restricting access to exchanges, establish ambiguous regulations to deter new entrants, refuse licenses to crypto firms, and pursue legal action against them. Made institutionalized trade possible. Okay, BlackRock. Therefore, I believe that new ways to acquire crypto are appearing, as it is now possible to get several cryptocurrencies through direct app purchases. Thus, the retail investor will not be shut out of crypto even if the SEC goes after the exchanges. That can't happen unless something else does. I hate to break it to you, but you're probably right, and yes, eventually the hodlers will win out. They're trying to get you to leave. It's just part of the torturous journey. The case has caused numerous delays, adding even more time to the already lengthy journey. Then in 2022, disaster struck with the collapse of FTXS and a host of other crises. Consider Luna, consider Wrapped Luna, and consider the current situation at Coinbase. Again, you can watch video after video after video, and you can get an idea from this person and that person and this person over here, but I prefer to consider a wide variety of possibilities. And sure, it sounds great, but you also need to give some thought to the possibility of something else playing out, because if it doesn't play out the way these folks are claiming it's going to play out, you'll be left regretting ever believing it. However, you should prepare for the future. For that reason, I've decided to make a video. Therefore, they're trying to get rid of you. You should probably try something else and get wrecked if you can't tolerate doing nothing. You can do it. Hold firm and accumulate. This is exactly what I've been trying to convey to you. If you're holding crypto, remember that regardless of what happens, you'll have the best asset ever. You have XRP now. Keep holding on no matter what happens. Keep your XRP even if Ripple fails. Another market correction would be healthy for the cryptocurrency. I feel that way about it. The value of crypto tokens that comply with ISO 222 will undoubtedly increase over time. Keep an eye on these establishments if you suspect institutional chaos. And this was always the plan, and we knew exactly where it was leading. In order to cause X or P to transfer all global currency. That's what you need to think about in the background. That's the thing you need to remember. That's the worth of it. If Ripple loses its case against the SEC, how can XRP continue to thrive? Brad Garlinghouse is already a major name in Europe, the United Arab Emirates, and Asia. If Ripple is so great, why is it only gaining traction in countries outside the US? All the foundation in the United States, I believe, is finished. just not hearing about these major developments. Keep in mind that our government in the United States doesn't think we're cut out for much of anything. Put another way, they don't want you having XRP, and they don't think you're good enough to hold it if they know its value is going to skyrocket in the future. That's what I meant when I said, if you see Ripple lose and XRP plummets down, go to the couch, dig out the loose change, and buy some more XRP. Potential result. All L1s encounter volatility, but Ripple always comes out on top in a split decision surge. Ripple falls while Bitcoin rises. Within the next 6 to 9 months, Gary will be fired in Congress, and new jobs will be defined. And that's not out of the question either, since Congress is currently working to come up with clear guidelines around crypto to promote innovation and the success of crypto in the future. Even if Ripple loses, that's only a temporary setback, and I made this video to reassure you that XRP will still lead to financial independence in the long run. A stumbling block, in other words, to getting people out. And that's a situation I'm willing to bet on happening. Take a look at all the persons we learned were involved with that Prometheus, as well as all the people we discovered were involved with the Ethereum gate. Even though Brad appears to be extremely serious and heartfelt when he recorded his video the other day, I still feel like Ripple knows a lot more on what the future holds than we do. Perhaps all these people are playing together, and maybe Ripple is in on it as well. They're the driving force behind everything. Nonetheless, I think that's enough talk for this video. Please accept my gratitude for tuning in. I value every single one of you. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.